What's up everybody, Dr. McKay here, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the continuation of my Star Trek Online playthrough. This is going to be part 18. In the last video we basically got attacked and the war has started with the Iconians. They are a formidable and ancient race that use, I believe, like AI constructs as weapons. They're tough, and well, I put into dry dock for a few repairs before we head back out and lead the tip of the spear against the Iconians in this war. Before we get started on today's video, if you like the content, feel free to hit the like button. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and feel free to follow me on Twitch where you can watch me live, and you can follow me on there to stay up to date when I go live. But with that said, quick word from my channel's sponsor. I'm really excited to be partnering with HelloFresh. Use my code to get 50% off your first box and 35% off your next 3 boxes plus 3 gifts at the link in the description. But who are HelloFresh, you may ask? Well, meal times are made simple. HelloFresh provides all the ingredients and inspiration needed for stress-free cooking and meal planning, making it easy to serve meals that you and your loved ones will enjoy. HelloFresh has perfectly portioned ingredients that get delivered to your door hassle-free. You can select your weekly recipe from a variety of great tasting options. Modify the servings per recipe and schedule delivery at your convenience. And of course, you can pause or cancel your subscription at any time. HelloFresh offers many different recipes per week to choose from. The variety of choices means your dinners will always be different, and it gives you opportunity to try out new meals. You can also select unique options such as calorie smart, quick meals, and family friendly recipes. Each meal uses fresh ingredients from suppliers selected by HelloFresh. You can be sure that the ingredients you get are always fresh and of high quality. So if you want to spice up your meal times, I'm here to help. Use my code to get 50% off your first box and 35% off your next 3 boxes plus 3 gifts at the link. Offer ends Sunday the 23rd of April, so if you want great tasty meals, act now. And thank you HelloFresh for sponsoring my channel. Alright, now we're back. So, with the war heating up, before we get started, I want to show you my upgrades that Starfleet has made to the Prometheus to help fight in this war. So we'll go to the ship and I'll show you my upgrades. So, this is my loadout. Feel free to comment your thoughts on the loadout, how I can improve, or what I don't need or whatnot. So, our first weapons are dual disruptor heavy cannons. That has 903 disruptor damage with 723 damage per second. We have resonant disruptor dual heavy cannons that have a damage of 1433.2 disrupt damage with 1146.6 DPS. So those are my basic dual heavy cannons, and I have radiant quantum torpedo launcher with 1200 kinetic damage with 1000 DPS a second. And I have Thoron infused quantum torpedo launcher that has 12,415.2 kinetic damage with 1,551.9 damage per second. Those are for my forward weapons, and for my aft I have quantum torpedo launcher with 8,116.5 kinetic damage with 1,000 damage per second. Another quantum torpedo launcher with 7,927.4 kinetic damage with 990 damage per second, and an ancient omnidirectional beam array that is 560 anti-proton damage with 448 damage per second. Now those are the weapons. I think they're pretty decent and very high in damage. Like I said, we've been doing some upgrades, or Starfleet has. And we have obviously our experimental hyper excited ion stream projector, which is 3021.7 electrical damage to up to 5 targets in a line. So those are my offensive capabilities, and my defensive is shield array Mark 14. That's just under 7,000 shield capacity with an 874.1 shield regeneration every 6 seconds, We obviously have the Kobali Deflector Array, which is 35 Starship Hull Restoration, 35 Starship Shield Restoration, 17.5 Starship Hull capacity, and obviously 8.8 on the Starship Shield capacities and Starship Control. We have Solene Hyper Efficient Impulse Engines. I won't bore you with the details of that one, just they're the best I can get. And our Hyper Injection Warp Core, that gives us a warp speed of 12.93, so that's good. And then we have obviously 24.4 quantum projectile weapons, 16 torpedoes, 26 quantum torpedoes, and 24. So we're basically on the quantum torpedo for our tactical, because I've not discovered anything for heavy cannons. And our shields have just Starship Shield Restoration 26, 22, and then we have our Universal Resonance Cascade Modulator. And then we have, for Engineering Hull, our resistance, 26 on those resistances, and 18 to all damage resistance. So that's what we have and what we've upgraded. Please leave your thoughts in the comments on how I can improve, or your thoughts. With all that said, let's get on with the story. Our next mission in the Iconian War is Delta Flight. So let's hail and find out.
Captain Tom Paris has requested your ship for a joint mission with his task force. I won't lie to you. We're not making much headway against the Iconians so far. You and your crew have proven to be capable of fighting them. Delta Flight is one of the only other teams to do so. Together, perhaps you can start to turn the tide. Report to the Cal Bryden system. Captain Paris and his team are waiting for you there.
Aye, Captain.
The war continues.
Helm, set a course for the Cal Bryden system. Maximum warp. Engage. Delta Flight.
You are cleared for transport at your convenience.
Sir, we'll be monitoring the system for Herald patrols while you're in the briefing. The transport room will be standing by to return you to the ship immediately if they enter sensor range. Understood. Way! It's Paris's and B'Elanna's kid.
Welcome to the USS Byrne. Normally I'm the security chief and second officer on the USS Kirk, but she took heavy damage during the battle in the Lena system. Until she gets out of dry dock, I and many of the crew accepted temporary postings to other ships. I wasn't expecting to get a request to join my father's task force, but Delta Flight is doing some good. I want to help.
It'll be good to work with you.
I'm looking forward to it too. I don't know what crazy scheme my father's cooked up this time, but the more off the wall his ideas are, the more they seem to work. With you on the team, I'm sure we'll complete this mission. But let me know if you need me to translate. Dad has this habit of talking in phrases that went out of style 400 years ago.
Well, I'm aware of Tom Paris's, interest in old stuff from the Voyager logs. But I'll keep that in mind. Okay. It's quite a nice looking bridge.
Warrior, join with us and stab at the heart of the Iconians. We will either be victorious, or we race towards Sto-vo-kor. Today is a good day.
Kapla!
I am the team's weapons expert. Most weapons on ships are too puny. I make them strong. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you loaded 5 quantum torpedoes into one casing? You have to reinforce the tubes, but the result is most satisfying.
Okay, I'll consider trying that. Okay, talk about muscles.
Hello there, I'm Ferrix, and well, I don't have a specialization like most of the others, but Captain Paris calls me the cook. I don't know why. I could burn water. But it seems to amuse him for some reason. I'm a trader and blockade runner. Any place where there's conflict, there's usually a few good deals to be made. I wasn't too sure about leaving the Delta Quadrant, knowing the territory is a good part of staying alive, you know. But Tom convinced me. And except for all the heralds trying to kill us, it's not too bad so far.
Oh, good to have you on the team, Ferrex.
You know, one of the things I've enjoyed the most about coming here is the opportunity to get to know people from other cultures. Klingons, Romulans, humans, Andorians, Betazoids. So many different and intriguing species. Say, after this mission, how about we grab a drink? And I can tell you about the third time I left Benth in custody, and then broke through a Voth defense line to recover the lost chalice of Zilma.
Oh, let's see how this mission goes before we make any future plans, okay?
Jolan True.
Jolan True?
Do you understand ancient Earth humor?
Yep.
Paris, the older one, keeps asking me if I am 2 weeks from retirement. Is that supposed to be humorous?
Oh, not as far as I know.
I thought so. Look, when things get messy out there, and they will, stick with the team and keep your head down. If we work together, we might just get out of this in one piece. Most of us, anyway.
Thanks.
Andrew Weston, all-around genius. Don't let the lack of pips on my collar fool you. I'm just as good as anyone from Starfleet. Better even, because I don't let the rules get in my way. I spent some time at the Academy, but I left when I realized Starfleet wasn't for me. Rahl stayed. Always wondered if things would have been different for us if she'd had the courage to walk away when I did.
Miro had her own path, it appears. Some of us find discipline and dedication important. Your service record indicates you were asked to leave the Academy. Do that one.
Sure. Kirk reprograms the Kobayashi Maru, and he's a legend. I take a creative approach to alter my grade on the Astrometrics final, and I get tossed out on my ear. Starfleet needs to loosen up a bit, if you ask me. And that time I spent in New Zealand? Yeah, I did everything they accused me of, and then I did my time. Like I said, I don't like rules.
Sounds like a perfect operative for Section 31, doesn't it? And yet you volunteered for a war mission.
Just because I'm not as stiff doesn't mean I don't want to help win the war. My main focus is computers, specifically encryption algorithms. I've been studying the Iconian tech, and I think I made some inroads into the fractals they're using for... You know what? The details don't matter. When it comes to taking out Iconian security protocols, I'm the man for the job.
Okay, well the chain of command is there for a reason. Keep your focus on your job. Is that clear? Alright.
I'm Kanna Jinnis, the team scout. No one's better than I am at finding trouble, and believe me, I've found plenty. I borrowed my first shuttle off a landing pad when I was 10. I didn't think I'd ever have a chance to join Starfleet, but luckily, people like Captain Paris can see the person behind the incident reports. Now I have a chance to make a difference.
Oh, glad to meet you, Ensign.
It's good to get a chance to know everyone on the team before the action starts. It's bad enough fighting the Heralds. We don't need any interpersonal conflicts muddying the waters. You can count on me, sir. And I know I can count on you.
Yes, indeed. Carry on, Ensign. Alright, let's talk to the man himself.
Thanks for coming. Nice to see you again, especially after what happened at New Romulus and Lanus. As you well know, the war is not going too well. Delta Flight is one of the ways we're trying to change that. We're a cross-faction team picked for our abilities, not our politics. Now the Alliance needs us to handle an important mission. I hate putting your crew at risk too, but we're gonna need you on this one.
What do you need, Captain?
Oh, not much. We're just gonna slip into a heavily guarded system that the Iconians already control, avoid detection and probable destruction, steal a Solanae device that could give them a beachhead in our dimension, and escape with our lives. Sound like fun?
Oh, I'm ready if you are, Captain.
So this used to be Calbriden 3. Intelligence believes that the Iconians destroyed the planet to gather materials for a subspace disruption device. We think they intend to use this device to open a door for their Solanae forces to enter our space.
A whole new fleet for the Iconians? We can't let that happen.
Exactly. But the planetary debris has created an asteroid field, and the mineral content of those asteroids will shield us from the Iconian sensor arrays. I've plotted a course for us, but we'll still need to watch for the Herald patrols. The station with the device is in the center of the debris. Weston will override their computers while we run interference. Once the station shields are down, we'll eliminate it and the device with extreme prejudice.
Is that another reference from that ancient program about impossible missions you like to watch?
Something like that. The Alliance doesn't have a fleet to send against this station. We're it. If we can't do it, no one can.
So, no pressure.
I hope you're all ready to do the best flying you've ever done, because that's what we're gonna need to complete this mission. Let's head them up and move them out. Dismissed.
Aye, aye, Captain. Right. Standing by to transport you back to the Prometheus as soon as you're ready, sir. Aye, aye. 1 to be on board.
The rubble in our way used to be the planet known as Calbriden 3. Uninhabited, luckily. But they had high amounts of topoline, uridium, and boronite. When the boronite and uridium are combined and exposed to an electrical charge, they create spatially inverted tetrions. Lots of spatially inverted tetrions. That's why the Heralds are here. To create a pocket of our space where the Solanae can survive. From there, they'll expand, and what's good for the Solanae is fairly terrible for us.
Sounds like we have arrived at the nick of time.
The Heralds have set up a security beacon at the entrance to this system. We'll need to disable it before we can attempt to slip through this asteroid field.
Okay, setting a course for the security perimeter satellite.
Okay, Weston. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to take down the security grid. We only have a limited amount of time before a patrol comes by and finds us.
How can we help Weston?
I need help inputting the proper subspace frequencies as I use my deflector dish to cycle through the possibilities. You'll need to match the alpha, beta, and gamma bands. With my subroutine scrambler, that should be enough to break through their security.
Okay, I'm ready. Start sequence. Okay, Alpha 7.
We've done it! Hurry! The security perimeter won't stay down for long!
Rightio, let's get moving then.
Okay, here's the good news. The topoline and the planetary debris will hide us from the Herald sensors. Now keep the larger deposits between your ship and the Iconian station. If you stray too far off the path, they'll find us. So keep moving and stay in formation. If you encounter any patrols, take them out as quickly as you can. We need to get in position before the Heralds know we're here.
Alright, keep moving and avoid or destroy the Heralds. I can do that.
How would you rate your piloting abilities?
Let's go with a fairly average pilot.
Bringing up your navigational HUD. Now. Try to stick to the path I've outlined.
Considering the ship is fairly maneuverable.
The mineral content of the asteroids will shield us from the Herald sensors. Try to stay in formation with the rest of the squadron. Let's kick the tires and light the fires.
Oh, we grease lightning?
I'm not sure what that means. Is it some kind of alpha quadrant thing?
Kinda. I'll explain it later, Ferrix.
Fire your proton packs, kids. The next turn is a tight one.
Easy enough for a talented, handsome pilot like myself.
Now this
Everyone's
is
mom
pod
tells them
racing.
they're handsome, Ferrix. Friendly fire. Ow, I'm wounded.
Fewer asteroids through here. More chances of being spotted.
Race you!
Torpedoes loaded
We're in
and
luck.
ready.
Sensors show that this asteroid is mostly hollow. If we blow through where the rock is thinnest, we can slip through without being detected.
Alright, ready to fire.
Fire in the hole!
This reminds me of flying through Earth's space dock. They don't like it when you do that at full impulse.
Yeah. Wait. Who let Ferrix fly inside ESD? Weston?
No comment.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy night.
Ha! I've flown through worse in the Badlands.
Whoa, Moral. Watch the paint job there, Tiger.
Don't be a rear seat pilot!
I think you mean backseat driver.
But we're flying, sir.
Herald Patrol up ahead. Take them out before they can warn the others. I'm jamming their outgoing transmissions. Blast.
Shields are down! We're taking on boarding party!
Damn it. Hang on, Moral. I'm bringing a team over to help.
Take out those arrows!
Oh, that was straightforward.
We need backup over here. Get...
Let's grab this first. Right.
We need backup over here. Get a team and get over to Morale's ship.
Transport now. 5 the beam. Energize.
My team and the Burns crew have cleared most of the boarding parties, but there are still heralds trying to get to the bridge and more pinning me down near the armory. Head toward me. If we can team up, we can make a push towards the bridge.
Agreed. See you soon, Captain. Alright, stay frosty, people. Clear. Captain?
Fell back here to grab some phaser rifles and got bottled up by those heralds. Thanks for the help.
What's the situation?
The bridge crew has sealed off the bridge and locked the ship's computers down, but the heralds aren't giving up. All of the remaining boarding parties are moving toward the bridge. If we don't get there before the heralds break through, they'll slaughter everyone there and set the ship to self-destruct.
Okay, what about the wounded?
My away team's medic is already helping the Burns crew. Since your team is here, my people can take the wounded to a transporter and get them to safety.
Aye, aye, what's the plan?
Now that you and your team are here, we can clear out the remaining heralds, get to a turbo lift, and head to the bridge. Lock and load, everybody. It's time to save the day.
Let's ride. Let's go. Shield. Drop emergency force fields. Panel there on the wall. Look at Evelyn there go, taking point with the minigun. Go. Bridge.
Morale!
Woo! Good guy.
Welcome to the party. We could use a little help.
Always start. Alright, clear. Bridge is clear.
I think that's the last of them. What's our status?
All other ships are secure, Lieutenant.
Your ship is damaged and you have crew in sickbay, Morale. I don't want any unnecessary casualties. I have great respect for your abilities, but if this is some sort of Klingon, glory-seeking, never give up, today is a good day to die kind of thing...
Everyone on this ship knew the risks when we started this mission, including me. The boarding parties are gone, and we need to keep moving. We have to get to the station and finish our mission before we run into any more Herald patrols.
Can your ship continue?
As much as I hate to say it, you're right. If we live through this, your mom is going to be so proud, but she's going to think I was an idiot for trying to hold you back. That's if we live. What do we need to do to get your ship back up and running?
I'd like to help as well. What can we do?
I know a few of Andrew's tricks. Use one of his encrypted override codes to lock the Heralds out of our computers so they couldn't take control of the ship. I could use some extra hands to get these systems restored.
Nice trick.
Good job on the computers, Morale, but Andrew? Did he teach you anything else that got him sent to a penal colony?
Can't I wait until air, Captain? We need to get the burn back online. Okay.
That does it. Let's both get back to our ships and finish this.
Prometheus, we're ready for transport. Energize.
The Heralds are going to notice one of their patrols is missing. Let's move.
I'm ready when you are.
Time to pick up the pace, people.
I got some scans of those ships. Should give me an advantage when we get to the station.
We're coming up on the center of their operations.
Just like Beggar's Canyon back home.
Detecting Solanae energy signatures ahead. Solanae, ugh. They give me the creeps.
Wow, I've never seen anything like this.
Target the ships defending the station.
Very nice.
Weston, you're up. We'll keep him busy.
On it.
Iconian energy signature detected.
Ah, the big ship.
Evasive maneuvers. Pattern, Paris Delta 2.
Andrew!
We need to abort. We can't do this without Weston.
I can do it. Andrew gave me a backup copy of his algorithms in case something happened.
We're falling back.
Tad, I know you mean well. I have to do this. You know what will happen if the Solanae can break through. We'll lose everything.
Okay, Moral. You can be almost as stubborn as your mother, but I know when I'm beat. All right, people, you heard her. We're going in hot. Cover Moral's ship so she can finish this.
Aye, aye, Captain.
We are Delta Flight, and we will not be stopped.
Engage the enemy.
Weston, you're up. We'll keep him busy.
On it.
Can you just see this?
Evasive maneuvers. Pattern, Paris Delta 2.
Andrew!
We need to abort. We can't do this without Weston.
I can do it. Andrew gave me a backup copy of his algorithms in case something happened.
We're falling back.
Tad, I know you mean well. I have to do this.
Hey, I just blew up.
You know what will happen if the Solanae can break through. We'll lose everything.
Okay, Moral. You can be almost as stubborn as your mother, but I know when I'm beat. All right, people, you heard her. We're going in hot. Cover Moral's ship so she can finish this. We are Delta Flight, and we will not be stopped.
Yeah, I died. Huh. Let's try it again, shall we, people?
The station shields are down. It can't be damaged. We're getting there. Attack Dreadnought.
Oh, someone's attacking me from the rear. Oh.
2 nodes left on the station. Take them out now.
Ooh.
Last node. Destroy it. Take out the Dreadnought and finish this. Shields are offline. Destroy the Dreadnought.
Hey, repair my hull. 50, come on.
their shields up. I think they're activating the station. They're trying to bring the Solanae through. Give me just... Got it! Core shields down. Hit him now!
Destroy the station!
Detecting a power surge!
I have their main computer. They're still trying to start the conversion process, but their shields are completely down.
Okay, let's blow up this thing and head home. We're being pulled in. Evasive maneuvers. Yeehaw!
I found something interesting in the computer system before the station blew. It's coordinates for another sphere, and this one looks to be very strategically important. It might even be a secondary hub for the Iconian Gateway network. I grabbed everything on it I can find. I'll transmit the files to Captain Cogran at Alliance Command. Maybe he can get a team together to investigate.
Acknowledged. It was a pleasure working with you, Lieutenant Commander.
The station is destroyed, and we've completed our mission. But not without paying a price. Weston was a talented engineer and a damn fine pilot. He may not have wanted to be in Starfleet, but there was a time I didn't think I was Starfleet material either. Sometimes rebels make the best officers. We know our duty. We just have our own way of getting it done.
Well, sometimes you have to break the rules to uphold the law.
Exactly. It's been a pleasure flying with you. Maybe we can do it again sometime before this thing ends. Consider yourself an honorary member of Delta Flight.
Well, thank you, Captain Paris.
Losing Weston is regrettable, but we needed a victory today. Thanks to you, we have won. Defeating a Herald Dreadnought is a significant achievement. Destroying their station and keeping the Solanae locked in subspace is even more valuable. The number of ships and soldiers we have is finite. We cannot allow the Iconians to have a numerical advantage, as well as a technological one. I will examine the files Lieutenant Commander Paris managed to recover from the Herald computers. Perhaps a strike on this base she found will be our next move.
Rightio, Captain. Rightio. What's that? That's console for engineering. 20% flight turn rate. It's not bad. 20 to all damage resistance. Ooh, do I think that would be better on larger ships, giving it an extra bit of turn rate? So I'll take that one.
The
The
war
larger ships.
continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight.
Aye, aye. House of Peg.
The Empire requires your assistance with a covert mission deep in Iconian territory. It is dangerous, but if successful, it has a chance of turning the tide of the war in our favor. Report to the Denasia system. There you will meet a man named Ramir. He wants to explain the details of the operation to you personally.
Aye, aye, Captain. Helm, set
The
a
war
course for the Denasia system. Maximum warp. Engage.
Ready for transport.
Aye, aye. Transport confirmed, sir. The Prometheus will stand by until you're ready to return. Acknowledged. Hello, Ramir.
Qapla', and welcome aboard the IKS Hague. My name is Ramir, and this is my ship.
Qapla' to you, Ramir. You asked for me personally?
Your reputation for getting the job done precedes you. Alliance Command gave me the authority to pick who would assist us on this mission, and your name was at the top of the list.
Oh, how fortunate for me. I'm in such high demand. But you don't have much of a reputation?
If you do not know about my team or our missions, then I have been successful. There are many battles fought in shadow. Now, if you don't have any further questions, follow me to the briefing room. I will give you more details about our mission there.
Well, I have a question. I'd like to hear more about House Peg.
House Peg is the code name for a discreet group that serves the Empire. My team are all warriors, but you will not find us screaming battle hymns or leading the charge against an army. Guile and secrecy are our weapons of choice.
Guile?
There is honor to be found, even in dishonesty. If an enemy force can be felled by words or the simple removal of one troublesome individual, the entire Klingon Empire is strengthened by the acts of a few brave men and women. My warriors do not use poison, and we look our targets in the eye before they die. But there is no need to shout when a whisper carries more meaning.
Ah, so kind of like Section 31, the Obsidian Order, the Tal Shiar. Okay. Ah, very enlightened outlook.
The past few years have brought about many changes in our ways, and a warrior who only uses one weapon would be a poor warrior indeed. As the mighty Kahless once said, a well-aimed blade can sometimes achieve more than a fully armed armada. Now let us begin the briefing.
Okay then, lead the way. Got any fresh gack aboard? A little bit peckish. Blood wine, anyone?
Data recovered from the station in the Kalbridan system has pinpointed the location of a second base in the Denasia system, containing several of the Iconian's Omega generators. I understand you had a hand in recovering this information.
Oh, that's classified.
Of course. Nevertheless, we have the coordinates of the Iconian base. Our plan is to sneak in and sabotage the Omega generators. Taking them out will cripple the Iconians' ability to refine the Omega molecules that fuel their gateway networks.
How are we supposed to sneak into the system?
Infiltration is our specialty, and we have technology not available to other ships of the fleet. Our cloaking device can extend to protect your ship as well. That should be sufficient to protect us.
That sounds risky. What if the Iconians find us?
Then we fight. I expect we will have to fight our way out anyway, after we detonate the Omega generators. I hope your crew is up to the challenge.
What's the risk of nullifying warp travel for light years around the Denea system?
Our scientists put the risk of a catastrophic reaction at less than 7%. That is an acceptable risk.
Well, any chance of an Omega detonation is too great of a risk for a
This
chance.
is our mission. You, of course, have the authority to change our mission parameters.
Well, I'd like to speak to your technical experts and come up with a better solution.
Volaire is right over there. She will also be a part of the away team to help extract any Iconian intelligence we find in the facility. Be careful. Her mate Travana is very protective.
Oh, understood. I love how I just come on board and take over. Yeah. Oh, look, pet Targ. Anyway.
What do you want?
Well, Ramir suggested I speak to Belair.
Why?
Mission parameters.
Don't worry, Travana. It's fine.
Okay, Ramir tells me there is a chance of causing an Omega chain reaction when we blow up the generators.
Yes, but the chances are slight. If the charges are properly placed and calibrated, it should not be a problem.
Oh, there must be a better way.
Well, the risk comes from non-stabilized Omega particles. They are very unstable. If a chain reaction starts, we will not be able to stop it. If that happens, we'll lose our ship, yours, and anything within a few thousand kilograms at the least. But if that happens, the heralds in the system will be destroyed too. That's something.
We have the technology to stabilize Omega particles, but it will take more time.
Right. If we were to stabilize the particles into one or more Omega molecules, the chance of a detonation would be greatly reduced. I will need to run some numbers. We will have to give ourselves more time in the facility, and there is a greater risk of discovery, but it might be the better option.
I agree. Make your calculations. I'll update the mission parameters.
I disagree. Taking the time to stabilize the molecules puts the team in danger.
Alright, Scarface, calm down. You're not afraid of a little danger, Travana?
You insult my honor. It is my duty to protect this team. I will not sacrifice Balaire's, our lives, for needless precautions.
Now, I am changing the mission, and it is a necessary change. I won't be responsible for the loss of warp travel in this region. Understood?
So be it. Patak.
Patak! To you too. Right. Return to the transport room. Gotta watch my back with that one. One to beam aboard. Energize.
We are beyond the Herald sensor range, but we should not approach any closer without the protection of a cloaking device.
Agreed.
Once we get close to the planet, we will not be able to risk a wide scan. So we will need to perform a series of pinpoint triangulation scans in order to locate the facility housing the Omega generators. At least we can remain cloaked while we do so.
Oh, fortunate for us then.
Once we have the location of the facility, my team will meet yours on the surface.
And when we're finished?
Then arm your weapons and prepare for battle. Our cloaks will do us no good after the Heralds discover our sabotage.
Well, it is a good day to die after all. Affirmative. Okay. There's something on the surface of Denicia Prime, sir. Our scanners can only tell it is Iconian in nature. We'll need to coordinate with Ramir to cut through some of the interference. Hail, Ramir.
In order to expedite the triangulation process, my ship will move away from yours and perform our own scan. Once we have reached a distance of 4 Kelicams.
4 Kelicams is 8 kilometers, correct? I'll move the Prometheus that far from your ship. Alright. Triangle location. Let's go slowly so we don't overshoot it.
Position confirmed. Beginning scans.
Scanning in progress.
Sensor interference is preventing us from getting a good reading. Move to 16 kilometers.
Aye, aye.
— 16 kilometers confirmed. Beginning sensor sweep.
Scanning in progress.
Balaire here. I have coordinates for the facility, but I cannot do a deep scan without revealing our presence. We will be beaming in blind.
I'll prepare my way team and meet you on the surface. Rami's team have shared their data with us, sir, and we have transport coordinates. The away team will meet you in the transport room when you're ready. Prepare for transport. Alright, let's need a quick pee, then we'll go. Alright, 5 to beam down. Energize.
This facility was very well concealed and shielded. Even now, our scans are so limited, we cannot get an accurate readout of the layout.
Well, the Omega generators put out a large amount of interference. Ambient radiation levels are elevated.
True, but our tricorders will be of assistance while navigating.
We should set out.
Now that we are on site, there is something you need to know.
Withhold information from an Admiral Ramir? Naughty, naughty.
Only because I had orders which would supersede yours. I am not the leader of House Peg. Now that we have secured the landing area, it is safe for him to join us.
If you're not leading the mission, then who is?
Ramir to Hague. We are ready for him.
Okay. Kahless himself.
Qapla', you and your team have done well so far.
Qapla',
now,
Kahless.
let us vanquish our foes.
Kahless.
I am more than a figurehead. A man cannot lead an empire of warriors without being a warrior himself. I carry the Sword of Kahless, a weapon of fables, forged by Kahless the Unforgettable in the fires of the Kristok volcano, and cooled in the icy waters of the Lake of Lusor. This blade slew Molor, it conquered the Fakiri, and created a mighty empire. Now I will wield it against the infernal servants of the demons of air and darkness.
Do you think we'll need the sword here?
There is always a need for the Sword of Kahless. It is a symbol of eternal victory. No one who uses it can be defeated.
Okay. Wow. This is crazy.
We're right behind you.
Now stay close. Oh, great. Wait for the patrol to just walk by. I thought you were going to be right behind me, but no, they just walk on past. Could have waited, but no. Klingons. Alright, can we all stay together and not wander off?
Sensors are picking up a different Omega generator. My team will handle this one.
Really? Bye then. I'm guessing that's it there. And great! There's a Harbinger. What up, Doc? Oh. Come on, Ronan, get up. Ooh, that's a good. ready. Alright. Download information from the data terminals. Here we go. Masterful. That's bright.
Our charges are set. We will meet with you in the hallway ahead.
Great, here we go. Ready, people? Engage. Oh, big guy. Typical. Ooh. Back up. That close.
We got some information from the Iconian network. How did you do?
We found a terminal, but we can't read the data.
Fortunately, I come prepared. My tricorder is loaded with the best decryption subroutines available in the Empire. Wrote a couple of them myself.
Here, see what you can do.
This is interesting. There are battle plans here for the Delta Quadrant. The Iconians were advising the Vaadwaur for months before the conflict started there. In fact, the Iconians insisted that the Vaadwaur start their attack in the Krenim Imperium, although they didn't say why. I also see data on where the Omega energy is being distributed. This is good. If we use this, we can attack the subspace stations where... Oh no!
What is it?
Taket, one of the Iconians! It is here!
Taket's presence doesn't change what we're here to do. We'll finish the job.
Yes, sir. We need to find the last generator.
Let's go. Interesting. Oh, hello there. Ah, look at Kahless go.
Use that panel to access a visualization node and locate the last Omega generator.
Aye, aye.
Zoom in on that.
You're great.
It's Taket.
This is gonna be fun.
An Iconian! My blood sings for this battle. It will be glorious.
I don't think you should face it alone, Kahless.
Kahless, my Emperor. You are the strongest of Klingons. You wield the sword of Kahless. But there is no one who can face an Iconian in single combat.
Listen to Ramir.
The war does not go well for us. You all know what we face. Our people need a symbol to inspire them. That is what I was created to be. This battle will be one of legend. Every soldier of the Empire will have this tale on their lips.
Do they need a martyr to inspire them?
This is not my day to die. It is my day to kill an Iconian.
Giovanna, Belair, do you want to weigh in on this?
Who am I to argue with the Emperor?
Belair?
Firing a disruptor at an Iconian is like attacking a starship with a stick. The Sword of Kahless is a remarkable weapon. It might be the only thing that could work.
Oh, Kahless, what's your plan?
We part ways here. Complete your mission. I will descend to the lower level and challenge the Iconian.
Fight well, Emperor. Kapla.
We create a legend this day. Remember it.
We will assist you in any way we can.
If anyone can kill an Iconian, it is Kahless.
Good luck.
Miko Kara Endo Kila Edo Cham Karedo Kila Stapare.
Go hello.
Mara Eko Rika 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 Nasopakare Hiroha Rika Rika Rika.
Great, another Harbinger.
Taket, I have come for you. Face me, creature. I challenge you to honorable combat. Come forth. I am Kahless, the Unforgettable. Destroyer of Molor, defender of Kamchi, and Emperor of the Klingons. In my hands is the sword of Kahless, first of its kind. Will you not face me, Taket? What could a being such as yourself have to fear from one man?
We are in.
Oh, go Kahless. That may be big guy. Mate, Ronan is dead again.
Jaket's too strong. Nothing Kahless can do is hurting it. We have to weaken the Iconian, and I think I know how. Omega molecules gather energy like sponges in water. That's why a small amount of Omega can generate such a vast amount of power. Quick, find a console and activate the reactor. If we hit the Iconian with Omega, we might be able to injure it.
No one gonna revive Ronan? Okay, I'll do it. Oh, now you do it.
Ha! Glorious battle! The honorable warrior will always prevail, demon. You are no god, Jaket, and your tyranny ends now.
Woohoo!
Now, to finish this.
No, Kahless. Well, at least it's cut the arm off.
Premier to Hague, emergency transport now.
God damn.
We've lost Kahless, and we were unable to stop the production of Omega molecules. The Iconian war will continue, and much blood will be shed.
The mission wasn't a complete loss.
True. The data recovered by your team in Belair will be invaluable to the Alliance. The only thing to do is make sure it reaches them. To do that, we must escape this system.
Agreed, the Alliance needs this.
You're right. We can't risk this intel not making it back to the homeworld. I've pinpointed an excellent transmission spot near here, where we can send out an encrypted microburst of data. If we don't make it out of here, at least the information can be of use to those who still fight. The Emperor's sacrifice cannot be in vain.
The Iconians will try and stop us. Let's go. Alright, shields up. See if these weapons we got gonna do some damage. Torpedoes do about 10% damage. bad, not bad.
We're at the optimal transmission location.
Iconian gateways. It's an ambush.
Here we go. Man, that barrage of destruction is deadly.
Something big is coming through.
Get some distance. Nice. Right now, let's get the items. Alright, helm, set a course for sector space. Engage, maximum warp. And we don't do the animation. Alright.
I will mourn for Kalis, but celebrate his life. He was a clone, but he found honor in this life. Now I trust he will find Sto-vo-kor to his liking. But before he fell, he showed us the Iconians are mortal. His sacrifice will lead our way to victory. Qapla'! Hail Kalis, Emperor and Conqueror!
Qapla', hail Kalis. Alright, what we got? Starship trait, the best defense. Starship trait, point blank shot. Let's go with that one.
The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight.
Alright.
We have a lead on the Krynim. Voyager went to Krynim space looking for them a few months ago, but didn't find much more than a Vaadwaur and some anomalous sensor readings. But now, we found a Ferengi selling what he claims are Krynim artifacts. You are authorized to negotiate with the Ferengi and obtain these artifacts. Follow the trail where it leads. We need a weapon against the Iconians, and the Vaadwaur have gone to a great deal of trouble to keep whatever secrets the Krynim have out of our hands.
Aye, aye.
The war continues.
Helm, set a course for Drozana system. Fuck me, it's over there. Engage. Alright.
Welcome to Josana. You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need for shore leave, and a few things that you didn't even know you wanted. Shopping, drinking, dining, entertainment. You'll find it all here. And don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition. If you break it, I'll charge you for it.
Aye, aye, dock at station. Alright. Begin timing the ball. Sir, business facilitator Quen has rented space at the station for his private sales meetings. We aren't sure what the object... I'm not sure what the object he is selling is yet, but the rumours are that it's a technological device of some sort. The price Quen is asking for it is significant. You could buy a moon for this much latinum. Starfleet Command reports that additional assistance is en route, but that we should go ahead and make an attempt to obtain the device. Understood. How much latinum do I have? I have 19,000 bars of gold plus latinum. Okay.
May I help you? Oh. Wait, you must be... I'm sorry, but the business facilitator is busy at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
Well, we had an appointment.
Yes, but Quen left me explicit instructions about this. He's in the middle of a delicate negotiation to triple his profits on the sale of a rare Delta Quadrant artifact, and cannot be disturbed.
Well, doesn't Quen want to hear an offer from the combined financial resources of Starfleet, the Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic?
Maybe, let's see, it was something. Krenim, I think? Oh, Delta Quadrant treasures are all the rage right now. Artifacts from cultures the Vaadwaur wiped out are particularly valuable. Quen's made quite a bit of latinum bringing them back through the gateways. Now, that profit-sharing plan he promised me hasn't materialized, but is it my place to complain?
Well, I know you're just doing your job, but it's very important we get that artifact. Please?
I'm sorry, but my instructions were very clear.
Well, there must be something we could do for you in exchange.
Well, I'm sorry, but I need this job. I'm trying to save up enough for a ticket off this station.
We'll arrange for transportation for you to anywhere you'd like to go, free of charge.
You can? What am I saying? You have a starship, of course you can. Go on ahead. Quen and the other buyer are in the cargo bay, but you better hurry. They were trying to get the deal finalized before you could stop them. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for letting us pass. My crew will make arrangements for you. Enjoy your time aboard the Prometheus. Right, here we go. Right then, you Ferengi scum. Nausicaans? Okay. I think they're Nausicaans.
Not so fast. The gentleman with the rather imposing associates over there has just made a very competitive offer for the device. Care to make a counter bid?
I'll make it worth your time to deal exclusively with me.
You said there weren't any other buyers, Quen. Now what do I see? Starfleet stooges here to cause trouble. Guards, get these riffraff out of here so I can conclude my deal in peace.
I'm not leaving without the device. You. Right. Now, that's what I call aggressive negotiations. Anybody else?
Fine! I'll add what I was going to pay those guards to my offer.
Hold it! I am Nog, son of Grand Nagus Rom. And I am a Ferengi. And when you deal with these people, you deal with me. You have a choice. Either deal with me, or I ask my father to have a word with the liquidators about your poor business practices.
Well, I'm sure we could come to an understanding.
That's what I thought. Now, kiss the staff. Get out!
What up, Nog?
Not you, Quinn.
How's the leg?
Here's my best offer. How about we agree on a price, and you get your Delta Quadrant doodad, and I leave? Everyone's happy.
Not so fast, Quen.
No? Fine. How about I answer your questions, and maybe then I get to leave? But let's get on with it. Every minute I stand here, I'm losing a strip of latinum. Time is a very valuable commodity.
What do you know about the relic?
The device is Krenim in origin. Specifically, it's from the Krenim Imperium, constructed sometime in the mid-22nd century, if I had to take a guess. Strange piece of technology. I haven't seen anything else like it. Highly advanced, and it has hallmarks of Krenim work, but it's, odd. Definitely odd.
Okay, what happened to the Krenim?
The Vadvar, that's what. At one point, the Krenim Imperium held more than 200 star systems in the Delta Quadrant. They lost some of that territory in the Capital Wars, but overall they were doing well. Not the biggest business in the Quadrant, but not the smallest either. When the Vadvar started their war, Gaul took a special interest in the Krenim. Bombed them back to the Stone Age, and then some. As far as anyone knows, the Krenim are basically extinct these days.
Where did you get the device?
I picked it up from a Talaxian who wanted to trade for supplies. He told me he got it from the Kayana system. That was it. There used to be a Krenim colony there, but it's gone now, just like the rest of their empire.
Gone? The Vadvar destroyed them?
The Talaxian wasn't very clear on that. He just said, gone. If I'd asked any more questions, he might have increased his price.
Oh, anything else?
As a show of good faith to the son of the Nagus, I'm willing to tell you for free. But don't let this get around. It would ruin my reputation as a businessman. The device emits some unusual energy readings. The shielding may have malfunctioned, or maybe it's not fully operational anymore. I'm not sure. But that's why I'm selling it as an antique. As is, and no refunds.
What's the betting? Because it's Krenim, it has chronoton radiation. What kind of unusual energy readings?
Do I look like a member of the Vulcan Science Academy to you? I don't know. It's yours now. You paid for it. You figure it out. I hope it doesn't blow up your ship. Now, may I go so we can put all this unpleasantness behind us? I want to drown my sorrows in a comet cocktail and think about all the profit I didn't earn today.
Go, and stay out of trouble, will you? How'd you do that?
Don't let the staff of office and these good looks fool you. I'm here as a Starfleet officer, and I don't normally flaunt my family connections. But in this case, it seemed like the best way to solve the problem. So I borrowed my dad's second best staff.
Yeah, Captain Nog, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for the assist. It didn't look like Oglo was going to let us purchase his Krenim artifact while he was still in the room.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors of the Vadvar purges. For now, though, perhaps we should concentrate on learning what we can from this device.
Agreed. Now what should we do about the force field?
Quinn left without taking down his security, but fortunately I know how to get around it. This isn't a very sophisticated system. It's hardly worth the latinum he paid for it. If we overload the EPS conduits, we'll create a cascade failure in the system that the control protocols won't be able to handle. That should drop the force field.
Okay. First, couple questions. You're the son of the Grand Nagus.
It's true. My father is Grand Nagus Rom. I don't normally have much to do with his business dealings, but in this instance, a little show seemed to be the best way to solve our problem.
How did you end up in Starfleet?
I grew up on Deep Space Nine with my father and my uncle Quark. That was back before my dad became the Nagus. He was just a maintenance tech. Like my father, I preferred engineering to business. Captain Sisko helped me get into the academy, the first Ferengi ever to join Starfleet. Then my Grand Mogi started seeing Grand Nagus Zek, and there were a lot of changes on Ferenginar. When Zek decided to retire, he thought my dad would be the right person to see them through.
Ah, I see.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors of the Vaadwaur purges. For now, though, perhaps we should concentrate on learning what we can from this device.
Agreed. Now, what should we do?
Quinn left without taking. I think you can overload the EPS conduits in the corner there. Now that the power flow is disrupted, we can override the administrative access requirement.
Right, I'll override the controls next.
The controls are, yes, over here by the artifact. Excellent. Now we can get a good look at this. The waveforms aren't like anything I've seen before. Think I'm getting something. This is definitely Krenim in origin. And Quinn was right on the age. I'm also seeing some repeating elements in the base code, almost like a signature. And that strange energy Quinn was talking about is actually chronotons.
Chronotons.
A lot of chronotons. And chronotons mean temporal manipulation. This little box just got a lot more interesting.
I hate temporal mechanics.
I'll take the device back to my ship, the Chimera, and have a look while we're on the way to the Kiana system. From what I understand, Voyager sent an away team to the Kiana system a few weeks ago, but they encountered some resistance and were forced to pull back before they can find what they were looking for. But now that we have this, maybe we'll be able to find what remains of the Krenim, if there's anything left to find.
Aye, aye, Captain. Understood. See you in the Delta Quadrant. 5 to be on board. Energize.
I've explored many places as a Starfleet officer, but this is my first time seeing the Delta Quadrant. According to Quinn, the Krenim artifact came from this system. I hope we haven't come all this way just to chase ghosts. I've had a chance to look at the Krenim device, although I'm not sure how to activate it yet. It's definitely designed for temporal manipulation, although I don't think it would enable someone to travel through time. It's almost like a step sideways, if that makes any sense at all. I'll keep working on it and let you know if I learn anything more.
Perhaps we could find something here that explains it.
Voyager's preliminary scans of the system turned up a number of anomalies, but nothing conclusive. According to Krenim records, though, there's supposed to be an M-class planet in this system. We're not reading anything like that on the sensors.
Maybe the planet is the source of the asteroids. We're also picking up some wreckage.
Could be. Let's check that wreckage out first. It might give us a better idea of what happened out here. And we should be on the lookout for Vaadwaur. Preliminary scans indicate they've been actively patrolling through this system.
Agreed. Set a course for the wreckage around that asteroid.
Keep an eye out for Vaadwaur. They're still patrolling this area.
Well, I have upgraded ship since the last time I fought the Vaadwaur. Let's hope
If I
we're
had
match
to
for
place a bet, I think wreckage's artifact was found.
Okay, scan wreckage.
Scanning in progress.
Heads up! Vaadwaur on an intercept course.
Oh, typical.
The wreckage appears to be Krenim. The weapon signatures are definitely Vaadwaur. According to Voyager, the Krenim were a fairly small society, There had to be a reason the Vaadwaur went out of their way to target them. Let's move. There might be more ships in range.
Well, I have a theory. From my knowledge of Star Trek Voyager. Or the Voyager logs.
There are more Vaadwaur on an intercept course, but we may be able to avoid them. I suggest we use the mineral content of the asteroids I've marked to conceal our energy signatures. Vaadwaur sensors aren't as good as ours. Most of their technological advantage appears to be directed toward making better weapons. So it should work, as long as we don't attract their attention before we get out of their path.
Good idea. Let's try using the asteroids as cover.
Heralds! They must be looking for that Vaadwaur patrol. I don't think those heralds detected us. Let's hope they don't come back this way.
What's up, Moon? Yep.
Scanning in progress.
Heralds inbound!
Well, it's always something.
The Vaadwaur must have gotten a signal out. So much for our investigation. If we can find more Krenim technology, or maybe unlock what we have, we might be able to find out what is so important. That could be something the Alliance can use against the Iconians. I recommend that the Chimera and your ship patrol the outer system while we take an away team to the surface. I'll bring the device and keep trying to learn more about it.
Agreed. My team will meet you there. 5 to beam down. Energize.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing here that would cause the readings I was seeing from orbit, but there are traces of chronotron particles. I've never known chronotrons to appear naturally without some sort of temporal manipulation going on, but there's nothing here. I'm starting to come up with a theory, but I need some more data. I recommend we take some additional scans.
Agreed. There's something here. We just need to find it.
Exactly. But we need to be quick. Those patrols we encountered in orbit will be missed soon. I'm going to order the Chimera to try to avoid contact, but warn us if more ships arrive.
Agreed. Pick the areas for the scanner. Let's get going.
These tall spires are charged with temporal energy. Curious. It's almost like it's in a state of temporal flux. I need to get some scans. There's something going on. There are more mineral deposits over there. There's a resonant frequency here that's not natural. I'm reading another anomaly ahead. These anomalies have a shape, like a warp field, but not quite the same. The only other place I've seen sensor readings like this was in the wormhole.
Interrupted. Captain, heralds have landed and are approaching your position. Fall back, Prometheus. We'll deal with the heralds already here. Okay.
There, behind those rocks. Hurry! They'll be here any moment. This area looks defensible. Get ready. I have an idea. We need to use the device. I've been trying to activate it, and I've almost got it. Keep them busy. If I can get it working, I should be able to conceal us.
Oh, work quickly. Alright, guys, we need to protect Nog. Battle stations.
Here they come!
Oh, Nog.
More reinforcements inbound. I'm working as quickly as I can.
Big guy. Alright.
Watch out! There's more of them!
Always more of them.
I need more time to align these frequencies.
Don't worry, no, I got your back. Anybody else? Are they in the ground? I think they're in the ground.
Almost there. Just one more connection and that should...
Oh, where did I go? Alright. Captain Nog?
If you'll forgive the pun, I managed to buy us some time.
Oh, everyone dead. Better revive everyone. Alright.
It's taken me some time to convince the Krenim to help us, but they finally agreed. Remember how I said the device could remove someone from the time stream? It did. That's where we are now, in the temporal bubbles. And how we perceive time in here is a little different than outside. That's why the Heralds can't see us. We're out of their timelines. Out of all timelines, in fact. While we're here, it's almost like we don't exist.
And not existing is an improvement?
No one's shooting at us. I think that's a good thing. The Krenim are... they're a little touchy. Almost being driven to extinction by the Vaadwaur has made them suspicious. But they're willing to talk to us if we help them stabilize the temporal energy. I suggest we help. I wouldn't want to be in here if the fields collapse.
Let's talk to the Krenim.
I've had some time to observe you and Captain Nog, and your actions make it clear that you are no friend of the Vaadwaur or the Heralds. This does not, however, assure me that you will be allies to my people. The Krenim have lost much. Our empire is gone. Our people have been killed or scattered. We are what remains, and I will do whatever I must to protect this system, even if it means leaving you to face the Heralds alone.
What can we do to prove ourselves?
You have already repaired some of our emitters that were damaged by the attack, but there is more yet to do. Should our temporal equipment fail, this location will be instantly overrun by Heralds. If that happens, none of us will survive.
We didn't intend you any harm. What can we do?
More of our emitters must be realigned, and there are other pieces of equipment my people are already working to repair. Assist my team, and then we will talk again.
Understood. What's up, first time chat from Pico? This story arc was a lot of fun, and there are so many direction changes. If it gets way cooler in the upcoming episodes, I hope so. This is my first time through this storyline, so this is all new to me. So we got it. Help the Krenim. Temporal compensator emitter capacitors. Yeah, that's right behind me.
Hold it right next to the bracket, or the spanner won't... There. Got it, thanks. Something is putting too much stress on these components. I'm not sure what it is, but we don't have enough spare parts to keep rebuilding this transceiver. Grab a tricorder and run a level 3 diagnostic. Maybe there are some microfractures. If we can find and repair those, this should hold out until I can fabricate a new unit.
Can I ask you about this technology? Why are you having so many problems with it?
Anorax's original designs are for a temporal field that's big enough for a ship.
Anorax.
Sizable, but finite. We've adapted the tech to cover much larger areas, but that makes the field more unstable, and we had to get everything operational before the Vaadwaur found us. So we cut some corners. A lot of corners. We're making updates and repairs as fast as we can, but we can't afford a failure. This tech is the only thing keeping us alive.
I understand. Now, what did you need help with?
Hold this.
Sure,
No,
I'll help. Something is putting too much stress on these components. There may be microfractures. If those are repaired, it should hold out until a new unit can be fabricated. Begin repairs. Alright. Scan for microfractures. Microfractures detected. Formulate epoxy. Epoxy complete. Repair microfractures. Transceiver is stable. No microfractures detected. Close.
That should do it.
Straightforward and logical. Onward to the next item on the agenda. One of these crystals are reminiscent of the Klingon time crystals from Discovery. Because they affect time and that, don't they? I jumped a little bit.
Your fight overloaded some of the power couplings we used to moderate the temporal flow. If we had a contained space like the technology was originally designed for, this wouldn't be a problem. But we keep pushing the boundaries of what these flow modulators will do. I'm rerouting the power to take stress off the damaged couplings. But first, we need to get this capacitor aligned and ready for the transfer.
Who invented this technology?
The temporal technology was developed by a scientist named Anorax. He's still a mystery, even to us. We know he was a ship commander in the Imperium fleet and a genius in temporal mechanics, and that he started work on his inventions in the late 22nd century after our war with the Rilnar. Perhaps he saw temporal manipulation as a way to change our fortunes. We know he was working towards weaponizing his designs, and I can tell from what little I've seen that it is possible. But full access to his data is restricted, so I don't know the full capabilities of his work.
Oh, he sounds like a brilliant, troubled man. Now, what did you need help with?
Your fight overlooked.
Okay.
Okay, now it's starting to look like something.
See, if I remember rightly, Anorax and the temporal ship that they're talking about was in the episode of Star Trek Voyager, The Year of Hell, if I remember my Star Trek. Yeah, and if I remember, at the end of it, Janeway basically blew up the ship, resetting like all the time changes that they made. So I wonder if we're going to be using something along those lines to fight the Vaadwaur. Not Vaadwaur, Iconians. Okay.
The temporal compensators are out of alignment. They help keep us at a stable point in the timeline. If they fail completely, we could end up lost in time. Grab a hyperspanner. We need to get this fixed before the drift coefficient moves out of the safe zone.
Can I ask you something? For an Imperium, this Krenim doesn't seem to have a lot of resources.
The Imperium was at its peak in the mid-22nd century. At that time, it controlled more than 900 planets, and our territory spread across more than 5,000 parsecs. Then came the Rilnar, and the Zal, and the Garanor, the Mawasi, and the Nihydron. Our wars chipped away at us, carving one planet after another away from the Imperium. There were only 27 planets left when the Vaadwaur came. Now, almost everyone on those worlds is gone too.
Damn, I understand. Now, what do you need help with?
The temporal compensators are out.
Okay. The temporal compensators are out of alignment and may cause the temporal synchronization matrix to destabilize. Begin repairs. Okay. So disconnect the buffer, realign the matrix, and reconnect the buffer. Sounds like the logical solution. Okay, moving up. Realign the crystals. Okay. Reconnect the buffer. Okay, so it's that one. Disconnect, reconnect. There we go. Temporal compensators are aligned and the devices work within expected parameters. Goes diagnostic.
Good. I'll put the next location on your tricorder.
Well, I say logical. Sounded logical.
You've shown you're willing to help. Now perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
How? What do you propose?
We have Anorax's plans, but not the... Interesting. The Heralds are opening a gateway.
Oh, what?
The repairs should be enough.
I beg mercy, Great One. It appears they used a cloaking device and escaped.
You are forgiven. Make preparations to depart.
As you command.
Yeah, really cool looking. I will give him that. Oh, damn.
An interesting development.
These sentients have proven to be resourceful. Already they have thwarted our plan to bring in the Solanae fleet.
Their struggles are meaningless.
And yet they injured even you, Ticket. I advise caution. They are more dangerous than they appear.
We should rend their worlds asunder. Spill their lifeblood until it fills the oceans. It is time to strike.
I understand you want vengeance, but we must not act in haste.
We will continue with our plan. The whole must be as one. The whole must be as one. The attack on Iconia broke our unity. We were divided, diminished, Weak. The others saved us from oblivion, but it took centuries to rebuild our bonds. We cannot risk more loss. The whole must be as one. The campaign will continue as planned.
Woof, their voices go straight through me. It's like a cult, isn't it? For the greater good. Alright, go on then, Nog.
They couldn't see us? There were Iconians right in front of us and nothing. They had no idea we were here. We were completely safe.
You're right, this could be what we need.
The only protection left to my people is our ability to manipulate time. But it is something we must do with great care. Even the most innocuous of changes can ripple through reality in unexpected ways.
You're talking about advanced temporal theory.
My people and I have made Anarax's theories of temporal manipulation our lives' work. In at least one temporal variant, his ship made the Krenim Imperium the undisputed masters of this region of space. If only we could recreate that vessel.
What vessel?
Anarax designed a ship, a wondrous vessel that could manipulate the time streams and erase elements in an attempt to bring about a desired result. Our records show that he even attempted to use this vessel to restore the Krenim's fortunes, but he was defeated by an unknown alliance. Afterward, the Krenim Imperium declined, as perhaps was its fate all along. We were diminished, but content to let time progress as it would. Until the Vaadwaur.
The Vaadwaur destroyed all the Krenim colonies in this area.
The first Krenim worlds to fall managed to warn the others. When the Vaadwaur came, we hid ourselves in the time stream. It was the only way we survived. Before the Vaadwaur arrived, we were working on a relic. It was a replica of Anarax's time ship. With it, we could have gone back and eliminated the Vaadwaur threat before it even began.
Well, I suppose if they did that, the Delta Alliance would never have taken place, and then the Iconian threat would be even more dangerous because we wouldn't have a joint alliance to defend the Milky Way. That's just my theory, because, you know, to get rid of the Vaadwaur. Yeah. Okay, why haven't you done so already?
The Vaadwaur's assault on the Imperium took too much from us. Now we possess Anarax's work, but not the means to bring it to life. You have seen what our technology can do. We have the designs. You have the manpower and the materials. Perhaps your governments would be interested in mutual cooperation. Allow us a chance to undo what the Vaadwaur did, and we will give you something that will erase your enemies from time itself.
A generous offer, but it is one we need to consider carefully. Do you want to risk all you have left on a chance for success?
There's more here than what you've seen.
You've hidden the entire planet?
Damn.
Yes, we removed ourselves from the time stream to stay alive. With your help, we can change everything.
You hid an entire planet, but you can't build this time ship on your own?
We have the plans. Our resources are almost gone.
We have shipyards, workers, and all the materials you could need.
Precisely. We revealed ourselves to you as a gesture of good faith. What will you do in return?
We need to take this back to the Alliance.
The Iconians and the Heralds are gone. It's safe to resync with our time and contact our ships. But this is huge. A whole Krenim colony that survived the Vaadwaur? One that has temporal technology that even the Iconians can't counter? A weaponized time ship that can erase entire civilizations like they never existed? This could change the entire war. We We could have a chance now.
Alright, Nog, calm down. You know, messing with time tends to bite one in the butt. But anyway, Prometheus, we're ready to beam up. Sir, is that what happened? We've been scanning for you, but you just disappeared. We've been hiding in the debris to stay away from the Herald ships. And then, sir, you're not going to believe this. There is a planet here now. An entire planet. Did you find something down there? Something that could conceal an entire planet? Looking forward to hearing what happened, Captain. But we're glad you're back. We found the Krenim. I'll explain as soon as we're back aboard. 5 to beam. Energize.
Temporal mechanics is not a complication we need, but this weapon they are proposing sounds intriguing. You and Captain Nog were correct in thinking the Alliance would be interested in investigating such a thing. Personally, I approve of anything the Iconians might fear. Qapla'!
Qapla'. Chronotom split beam rifle, universal kit module, temporal flux generator, personal shield. Let's have a look. No. That's not too bad. Let's go with that one.
The war continues, and all of...
Alright, let's have a quick look. We have 3 episodes left of the Iconian War. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it there for now. Oh, there we go then, guys. That is interesting. The Krenim have temporal technology that can help us.
Please report to the Kiana.
Oh yeah, that can help us in the war against the Iconians. Well, hopefully we'll find out what happens in the next couple episodes in the next video. But if you like the content so far, feel free to hit the like button. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. And feel free to follow me on Twitch. Before we go though, quick word from today's sponsor. I'm really excited to be partnering with HelloFresh. Use my code to get 50% off your first box and 35% off your next 3 boxes plus 3 gifts at the link in the description. But who are HelloFresh, you may ask? Well, meal times are made simple. HelloFresh provides all the ingredients and inspiration needed for stress-free cooking and meal planning, making it easy to serve meals that you and your loved ones will enjoy. HelloFresh has perfectly portioned ingredients that get delivered to your door hassle-free. You can select your weekly recipe from a variety of great tasting options. Modify the servings per recipe and schedule delivery at your convenience. And of course, you can pause or cancel your subscription at any time. HelloFresh offers many different recipes per week to choose from. The variety of choices means your dinners will always be different, and it gives you opportunity to try out new meals. You can also select unique options such as calorie smart, quick meals, and family friendly recipes. Each meal uses fresh ingredients from suppliers selected by HelloFresh. You can be sure that the ingredients you get are always fresh and of high quality. So if you want to spice up your meal times, I'm here to help. Use my code to get 50% off your first box and 35% off your next 3 boxes plus 3 gifts at the link. Offer ends Sunday the 23rd of April, so if you want great tasty meals, act now. And thank you HelloFresh for sponsoring my channel. Alright, so there we go then, guys. 3 episodes left. I'm excited to continue. All new story that I've never played through. So, yep, that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. I've been Dr. McKay. Live long and prosper. And then till the next video, I'll catch you all then. Cheers and goodbye. Bye-bye all. See you in the next one.